Okay, please don't fall. Ignore my hair. I didn't get anything ready today because I'm in a bit of a rush because I decided to snooze. But I have my breakfast here. I go in at 12. It's 10:30. Probably it's like a little past 10:30 right now. So I need to eat this, finish my oatmeal, which usually takes the most amount of time, and then get to work. But today, I was 167 point something, which is, I think 167.4, which is not bad. But what else? Yeah, so I want to go to the gym, hit my macros, stretch, do cardio. I want to read, and most importantly, I want to do my project for accounting because I'm just very annoyed that I have to do that. But I want to get it out of the way. And then I also have to do stuff for like another class tomorrow, and I don't think I'll be able to do it all in one day. So I want to try and get it done today. But yeah, I don't know when I'll be back. Like I'll probably get home at like 8 probably. So that gives me not a lot of time to do everything if I want to be up at 8 tomorrow, so I might just be sleep deprived. But anyways, enough about that. Here's the macros for this meal. Oh, dropped my phone stand. Here's my bread, my turkey bacon, my cheese, my 4 eggs, 84 grams of egg white, spinach, my yogurt bowl, and my peanut butter. But yeah, that's it for now. Here's my oatmeal bowl, and I will see y'all when I am doing whatever I'm doing next. So goodbye. Come on, stay. Yes. All right. Hello, twins, viewers, viewer maybe. No, viewer, because I'm speaking to you, the viewer. I hope my TV's not too loud. I should have turned it off before this, but hopefully before this ad ends, I can get what I want to say out because I'm watching a Jinxie stream. But so it's like 9:30 right now, I think, and I would have done my project before I made my food, but if I would have done that, I would have never made my food because it's probably going to take me forever to do that project. But another thing to add on to stressful things I need to worry about is the fact that I have a bio exam on Monday, which I have not studied for. So before I go to bed today, I've accepted the fact that I'm staying up till at least 2 a.m. All right, and tomorrow, since I don't go to the gym, I can drink coffee. So if I need to, I can just drink coffee at work to stay up or to give myself the feeling of not being tired. But yeah, so I need to do my project, and then I need to just take like the review paper, I guess, that our professor gives us and throw it in the ChatGPT and tell it to make me flashcards, and then I'm just gonna try and spam those tomorrow because that's my only hope. I suck at biology, but I've low-key bombed the last 2 exams, and there's no final for this class, so which is good technically, but it also means that I need to pass, of course. So that out of the way, today was legs. Dude, okay, this cardio shit's getting too easy. I did I think I did 11.5 incline, and I did it for 50 minutes because I was watching a Surgical Goblin video. He's definitely my favorite Clash Royale creator. But yeah, I was watching the video, and then I told myself like don't look up to the timer until you're done watching the video, and I was at 50 minutes when I was done. So like, you know, I'm low-key getting goated at the cardio. But anyways, yeah, it was a good workout. But yeah, I've low-key been feeling pretty down about the bulk. Like, not down about it, because like I've been making progress for the most part, except for like this last week, I feel. But I do kind of want it to be over, but I also kind of don't want it to be over because I want to get bigger in certain aspects, like in certain areas, like my triceps still. But yeah, I also feel chopped when I bulk, so that's the main reason I don't want to be on the bulk. But anyways, I think that's everything that I need to talk about for now. I still need to read, so I'll do that probably when I'm done with everything. But here's the macros for this meal. And Here is my chicken, my kale with feta cheese, my potatoes, and honey mustard. And here's my fat little kitty. Look at her belly. Okay, anyways, yeah, that's it for now. So I will see y'all when I am hopefully done with my project, and I have enough room for a yogurt bowl, so I will see y'all when I'm eating that, and I'll update y'all on what has gotten done. So goodbye. Okay, so I may or may not have made, oh, that's definitely not facing me. Bear with me. So I may or may not have made a serious and continuous lapse of my judgment, but I ate all my fruit this morning, so there's no fruit for the yogurt bowl, so I'm not going to bother making it. But what I am going to do is eat the rest of the Oreos in my pantry and with milk. And they surprisingly filled up my calories to the T. So, yes, I'm being big. Yes, you can comment that I'm big, bro. I would understand if you did. But here's the macros for my dinner, which is really just a bunch of nonsense. So, without further ado, my dinner in all its glory is milk and Oreos. I haven't had this since, like, before I ever tracked a single calorie. Because, you know, yeah, but I did my project, so that's gone. That's dead and gone. I edited yesterday's video and it's uploading right now, so that's also good. So all I have to do today is read, and then I can go to sleep. Well, I also have to make those flashcards, but yeah, then I can just go to sleep. It's 11 right now, so I'll probably be asleep by 1 hopefully. But yeah, I will see y'all when I am talking about what I read. So goodbye. Okay. Hello. I'm in my chill mode right now. But I'm gonna talk about what I read today, which was Deuteronomy chapter 21. Oh my gosh. Deuteronomy chapter 21 and 22. So 21, I'll read this overview. It says Deuteronomy chapter 20, or they both basically just go over laws that the Israelites are supposed to follow. It says Deuteronomy 21 contains laws concerning various societal issues, including the ritual to atone for unsolved murders, rules for marrying a captive woman, protection of a firstborn son's inheritance rights, and the punishment for a rebellious son. The chapter establishes communal responsibility for crime, outlines regulations for warfare captives, and provides legal procedures for family discipline and inheritance, demonstrating how civil and religious law were entwined in ancient Israel. So the atonement for unsolved murder, it says if a murder victim is found but the killer is unknown, the elders of the nearest town perform a ritual to cleanse the land of blood guilt. They take an unworked heifer to a valley and break its neck. The elders wash their hands over the heifer, declaring they were not involved in the killing. And then for the regulations for marrying a captive woman, if a man wants to marry a captive woman from a war, specific rules must be followed to respect her dignity. She must be allowed to mourn her family for a month before marriage. She must shave her head, cut her nails, and remove her captured clothing. If the man later decides he no longer desires her, he must let her go free and cannot sell her or treat her as a slave. And then inheritance rights for a firstborn son. In a family with 2 wives, one loved and one unloved, the firstborn son is entitled to a double portion of the inheritance, even if the son comes from the unloved wife. This law protects the inheritance rights of the firstborn from the less favored wife. And then punishment for a rebellious son was the last part. And it says if parents have a son who is stubborn, rebellious, a glutton, or a drunkard, they must bring him before the town elders. If the town elders find the son guilty of these charges, he is to be stoned to death. This law serves to remove evil from the community. So that's Deuteronomy 21. And Deuteronomy 22 says, is a chapter of regulation covering various aspects of life for the ancient Israelites, focusing on neighborly love, gender distinctions, and sexual morality. The laws include practical rules like returning a lost animal, building a safety parapet on a roof, and not mixing seeds or fabrics. It also addresses serious matters like false accusations of virginity, adultery, and statutory rape, with penalties ranging from financial compensation to a capital punishment under the Old Testament. So it says, for the neighborly love and responsibility part, returning lost property. If you see a neighbor's ox or sheep that is lost, you are to return it. Building safety, you must build a parapet around a flat roof to prevent anyone from falling and to avoid guilt for bloodshed. Compassion for animals, you are not to take the mother bird with the young from a nest. You should always let the mother go free. Gender and order, clothing, a man is not to wear a woman's clothing, a woman is not to wear a man's clothing, as this is considered detestable to God. Mixing, the chapter prohibits mixing different kinds of seeds in a field, plowing with an ox and a donkey together, and wearing clothes made of mixed fabrics. And then sexual morality and marital fidelity, false accusations. If a husband falsely accuses his wife of not being a virgin at marriage, he is to be fined, publicly shamed, and forced to marry her. Adultery, a man and a woman found lying together in adultery are both to be put to death. Premarital sex, if a woman is found not to be a virgin and she is engaged but has had consensual sex, she is to be stoned to death outside her father's house. And then rape, if a man rapes a virgin who is not engaged, he must pay the bride price and marry the woman, and she cannot be divorced by him. So that is all these chapters go over, but these laws are kind of irrelevant because they're not followed anymore after the New Testament, which is something we'll talk about at a very much later date since we have so much of the Old Testament left to go. But that is everything I read. Today it's 12:11, so I need to get my booty to bed, but I also need to shower first. So without further ado, here's the macros for today. And if you're watching this, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And yeah, like if you want, comment if you want, subscribe if you want, and I will see y'all tomorrow for day 83? Day 84. So yeah, goodbye.